So for me, naturally the biggest challenge is managing talent in, up, and through our organizations. And when I say managing talent, I mean the skill set is changing of what people will need to be expert at as opposed to what it's been in prior years. Almost unavoidable is an inherent understanding of technology as technology affects our business and beyond. Right now I refer to the gift economy, or the gifts economy, which is Google, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and sometimes Snapchat. And I call it the gift that keeps on taking, because their ability to come into our workforce and lure people away, or if people have decisions to make as to whether to go into more traditional advertising stream or to those hot shops, if you will. It's very difficult for us to make a compelling case in terms they'll understand. I truly believe that we've got a distinct competitive advantage when you think of all we can offer as opposed to kind of their singular stacks of data and information chains. So if we can find people who get that in places like economics majors, people who understand data and analytics, who also have creative minds and search for insights, not just data points, I think that we'll have met the challenge pretty well, but it's going to be some very, very hard work because the type of person we need to hire going forward is not the same as the type of person we've hired for the last 50 years. Surprising, I don't know if the word is surprising, but I guess the way it was discussed, which is the diversity issue. I've been dealing with the diversity issue and handling the diversity issue for many years. And I still feel that there's a distance between what people express as a concern and then what they really do proactively. Not pointing any fingers. I think that my company does a tremendous job. If you look at the way we hire, if you look at our demographics, I would say it's quite impressive and getting more impressive with respect to populations that have been underserved, let's say, by the advertising community in the past. But there's still a lot of work to do, and it's incumbent upon the individuals that are in that room to even figure, 3 things that they can do. If each one of them said, what are 3 things that I can do? Just 3. We would see a revolutionary change, and a change for the good and a change for the better. So yes, it's talked about and it's discussed, but it's not defined yet in a way that it needs to be defined to really get the momentum that it needs to make a difference and to meet the needs going forward of what the industry is calling for. So it's not surprising, but it's just interesting for me, the way it's still being discussed from a reacting rather than being proactive and saying, here are 3 things, 5 things, 10 things we should do, set goals, achieve those goals, and then measure the outcomes.